Hey guys, welcome back to Far Family Home. My name is Christian,
I'm Vivian.
and today we're going to show you part 2 of the greenhouse project we've been working on. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so we're kind of going to go through a little bit of what all we did different from the original greenhouse, of what it came just in the kit, and what we did to improve on it, modify it, say. So we're going to kind of go through it and show you some of the things we did to it. Okay. All right. So the first thing we did is, you see, we reinforced it with plywood, or I'm sorry, we reinforced the frame with 2x8s and 2x6s. And then we put this door right here. This door we got from one of our old chicken coops. As you can see in the background, we got a bunch of chicken coops from when we used to have a lot of chickens. So we had plenty of extra material laying around. So I put the door here. I put 2x8s all the way around the frame, on the bottom of the frame, and you can see I used fasteners right here, 1/2-inch fasteners for this pipe right here that came with it. And then I just used fasteners all the way across, and then I just put a 2-foot long 2x8 on the back to kind of put them together. That way they're all solid all the way across. And I just put fasteners all the way across from one end to the next. It made a huge difference just when I put the 2x8s on there. From it being so flimsy and so loose, just putting those, it strengthened it up a lot. All right. Where I had the 2x8s on there, I put two 2x4s just to kind of brace it, and it made a huge difference. One of my earlier videos, I kind of grabbed and went like this, and I moved it. It was kind of funny how bad it was. But as you can see, it's pretty solid right now. It's not like it was before, so it made a big difference. The next thing we did is we kind of put 2x4s just at the top, just an extra set of reinforcement on there, just to kind of keep these from moving left to right all the way across. We did that on both sides, similar to the bottom. Just use 2x4s instead of 2x6s. Back to the front of the door. Now we're only going to have a door on the front. My wife said she didn't really want a door on the back side of it. There was no need for it. We lined it up with our garden here. That way kind of more organized, more uniform. And we're about ready to put the tarp back on. So stay tuned. We're gonna get the tarp ready and put that on next. All right, so one thing I did forget to mention as we were kind of reinforcing this whole thing, so I ended up having to put these two 2x4s in the middle, because the middle there was no way to brace it left to right. I mean, you see it kind of moves a little bit, is because the 2x4s are actually picking up off the ground. So I plan on putting some stakes, really long, probably about 16 to 20 inch stakes, into the ground, and then just kind of fasten it to the 2x4s to keep it from rising up off the ground. It should make it a whole lot more solid than it is now. We're gonna put beds on each side of it, so it's basically gonna be a bed from the edge all the way to about right here. So really it's really not gonna be, it won't look that ugly. It looks pretty good, I think, to me. You still have a way to walk in between, so shouldn't be a problem. All in all, another thing I want to kind of talk about is how much money we've put into this. So the original kit was $250 and we bought it on Amazon. We kind of researched a little bit. We didn't want to get too expensive because this is our first greenhouse we've ever built, and we didn't want to, go out there and spend $2,000-3,000 for a greenhouse and really didn't know what all is going to be about, whether we like it or not, or whatnot. And even if we decide to get a bigger one, that this is still a good greenhouse. It'll serve its purpose for many things, and if we do get a bigger one, we can always put one right next to it, so that shouldn't be a problem. So $250 for the kit. I've spent about $200 in the material, the 2x8s, 2x6s. Now, I didn't go try to get any deals or anything like that. I went straight to Home Depot. I bought what I needed, brought it here, and that's it. I could have probably scrounged around some of the stuff that I have here. I got a couple of buddies that play around with this kind of stuff, so I probably could have looked around and got a lot better deal, but I was in a hurry. I wanted to get this done over the weekend, so I just went to Home Depot and bought all the supplies. So right now, with $250 plus $200 in material, we're at about $450.
And we're
probably gonna be another maybe $50 in odds and ends I may buy, but all in all, $500 for this greenhouse. I honestly think it was worth it. I strongly suggest that if you do decide to get a greenhouse like this one, you do reinforce it like this, spend an extra couple $100, or hell, if you have the material available, then that's even better. But I would definitely reinforce it like we did here. Otherwise, it ain't gonna make it. The first good wind, it's gonna blow it off, or by the end of the year, it's gonna fall apart. I can tell you that. So it's definitely worth putting a little bit extra money and reinforcing it and doing it right. That way it will last you a lot longer. Yeah. Okay? All right, so stay tuned for the tarp. That's gonna be next. Hey guys, well, we're about to wrap up everything on our greenhouse project. We pretty much got the most of it done. The frame, the structure, everything that we went through, reinforcing and everything. We finally got the tarp back on. We got the door and everything's enclosed. It's very hot in there. I'm very surprised. It's probably about 20 to 25 degrees hotter inside of there than it is out here, for sure. And it's about 55 degrees outside, maybe 58. And I bet it's every bit of 75 degrees inside there. So
Very
it's
nice.
working very good. So a couple of things that we were talking about doing is ventilation. Really don't like the way these vents are, especially here in the heat of summer in Texas. So we were thinking about putting some type of a fan to blow air into the greenhouse and another fan on the opposite end to just kind of pull the air out, just kind of recirculating the air, especially here in the summertime in Texas. If anybody has any suggestions, please post them down below on our comments. We'd love to hear everybody's opinion on it, things we've done wrong, things you might have learned from us. Other than that, that's all we got. So if you guys like this video, please hit the subscribe button, like, and the little bell right down at the bottom, notification bell, and we'll hope to see you next time. Thank you.